Hello, everybody. A warm welcome. My name is Danielle. I work for Lonrix, and today I'm going to be doing an introduction to the Juno Viewer network map. Now, the network map is one of our geospatial features in Juno Viewer, which allows you to view your network alongside videos, photos, FWPs, and layer any other data. We can layer data that relates to the network. So this webinar outline, we will be discussing the network map in Juno Viewer, and I'll just be keeping it pretty brief. We're going to try and keep it under 20 minutes. I'll give a quick demonstration of this Juno Viewer feature, followed by a Q&A. If you have any questions during the webinar, please leave them in the chat and we will attend to them at the end of the webinar. So we're going to be discussing layers, photos, special layers, forward works program, and videos, followed by a Q&A. So I'm just going to jump straight into it, and I'm going to go over to Juno Viewer now. Okay, cool. So the network map is under the Analyze page. So I'm just going to click over to the network map. I'm just going to extend my screen a bit so you have a good view. Now I'm going to start off just by going through each feature individually. So you can see the network here. One of the cool features of this network map is that you can plot your entire network here on the map. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to work with our Highway 1. This is just demo data for our training account. But one of the features in the network map is that you can use this filter search functionality to pull through, to filter through the sections that you specifically want to plot. So when you want to plot your sections after you've filtered through them, you just turn this toggle on and it will plot those sections for you. So you can see here, I've got my Highway 1 plotted, which is on State Highway 39. Nice linear layer there. And I'm just going to start working through this floating pop-up, this floating window, and go through the layers. Now, these layers can be customized to what it is that you want to see. You just contact us and we will get onto that for you. The top layers here for distress and JI assets, these are related to our artificial intelligence called Juno Intelligence, and we will go into this in a future webinar. Now, these layers here, these have been set up for our Juno Viewer training account. But if you have other things that you would like to see in the network map, we're happy to have that discussion and put those in for you as long as they relate to the network. So this is our accidents or crash data layer, and it works by just filtering through as a date range. So if you want to filter the years in which you'd like to see accident data, you can do that here. I'm going to pull through 3 years of crash data and to see what that pulls in for us. So you just plot in your date range and you can see those have been layered there for us. The crash data is nicely grouped together, and when you zoom in, you can see them ungrouping, and you just click on the little icon to drill down to any of the specific data you would like to see. Now, this information is customizable for each layer. So for accidents, for example, you just let us know what you want to see. And you can gain information by doing a visual analysis using the videos, which we'll go into shortly. And that is our accidents data. And to turn off that layer, you just switch it off. And I'm just going to work through each layer. So this is our notes layer. Again, you just toggle it on, and similarly with the accident or crash data, you can customize what data parameters you would like to see in here. These comments they're linked to our field comments table, and users can add field comments in the field inspection tool. So yeah, you can add field comments in the field inspection tool, which just gets synced to our field comments table and pulled through in here. Maintenance data, it works very similarly. It just filters over by cost group. So you can see down here. So you can see here, I've only got one of the maintenance cost group categories turned on at the moment. So if I select all of those and select to view, you'll see this little legend update very soon. There you go. So we've got all of our cost group maintenance data here available for us to view. Again, if you just zoom in, you can select on this maintenance data, and again drill down, and filters can be changed by layer specific to your account. Similarly with the colors, they can be assigned to various layer categories, and you can decide how your layers are categorized or grouped, and each one can be assigned a different color depending on your preference. If you want to deselect any of those, you can do that, and you just view and update, and it will refresh for you. Same with this legend down here, it will reflect what you've selected. You might have noticed I've just skipped over photos. I'm going to touch on that now. Photos works similar to crash and accident data. You select your date range. So I want to see the most recent, let's go with 5 years, shall we? Just start 2016. We'll go to today. Select to view that. And you can see our photos have nicely popped up for us. So these photos can come from the Juno Viewer app, which is available on both iOS and Android for all Juno Viewer users. And the fit photos can be manually uploaded to view on the network map as well. So yeah, pretty cool. You can see different information. The same with the layers. You can customize the data to which you would like to see, and you just toggle that off. I'm going to look at the FWP now, but before I do that, I want to toggle off plotting my section. So I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to select my FWP. Now, here we have a whole lot of FWPs, and that is because we have our certification training happening at the moment. So that's it's not in a usual state like that. It's just because we're doing training. So I've selected my FWP, and I've enabled this layer. Now, when this toggle is off, I turned it off, it disappears from this floating window here. When I turn it on, you can see it pop up there. So after you select your FWP, you'll be able to turn that on. And here we have our ForwardWorks program data. The FWP alignment version, that's a separate feature in Juno Viewer that's integrated into our network map. We will have a separate webinar on this feature at a later date, so I'm not going to go into detail about this today. But as you enable your FWP, you have other filters that you might like to use to analyze your FWP data. So at the moment, I've filtered by category. You can do it by category, type, or year. And you can see I've only selected seals, so I'm going to select them all, and that will update nicely. And you can see down here, my legends updated as well. You can also select the year in which you would like to see. So I want to see the most recent 3 years, and you can see it updating here. Now, since I've selected to filter by category, that's still reflected in my legend, but if I move over to year, that will change here and the colors will change. And again, you can customize those colors to fit your needs. Now we're going to discuss special layers. So I'm going to turn off my FWP from being enabled and just quickly touch on these special layers. Now these have been set up for demo purposes. However, again, just contact us if you'd like some to be set up and let us know what colors and other layers that you would like to see set up. These colors are interpretation ranges for the layers on the map, but they can be set up in line with your data parameters. So I've just enabled NASRA 85th percentile, and you can see here that these are 500-meter segments. So you can drill down on that data, and I've grouped them by color. So interpreting the 85th percentile here, the value is exceeding the description, which is why you can see it's shown in red. And I'm going to turn off NASRA and enable right, left, wheel path, and mean. Sorry, right, mean, and left wheel path. Again, works very similarly with the other special layers. We select AADT. I've just got color grouping here, and you can zoom in and drill down on your data. Now we're going to quickly look at the video. So to open and close these floating windows, you just double click on them. I want to enable my video layer. So you can see I've got some video data here that's shown as a group. I just find the video I want to select. I'm going to go with this one. So let's play a video. So you just click on the little video icon to see your video. And this is really helpful because it works in line with perhaps you want to do an analysis on maintenance data, for instance. You can see a video. All right, let's turn our location on. I want to see where we are. So we're up here. And you can see as the video moves, the location icon is updating. And I'm going to enable the strip map. Now the video feature is pretty cool. I love videos in Juno Viewer. I think they're very helpful and they help you make more sense of your data. So you're not just looking at a map here. You can actually look at your data alongside your video as well. So this has all the features of our other video views. If you want to learn more about our video views, we have other webinars on them available on our YouTube channel. So I'm going to just show you some of our graphs. We have the strip map down here, which is driven by the settings. So you just click on this little icon and that will open the settings for you, and you can change those data parameters and statistical parameters that you would like to see. The same for these graphs here. It's driven by the setting. So you just change what you would like, and then you refresh your graphs, and you can see that will update for you. One of the last things that I will show you is the satellite view. So you can turn on the satellite view as well, just for variation of how you would like to view your information. Again, just double click if you would like to close them. If they get annoying and you want to move them out of the way, you can do that. And that is our network map. I think we'll leave it there. Can you print off?
There is a question.
Yes, Aaron, you can. I will show you how to do that. That is a very good question, actually. I'll move this out of the way. I've just changed my whole home setup, so I could take this webinar from home, but it's not serving me the best, I don't think. So Aaron, to answer your question, yes, you can print. There's a little button up here with a little, what is the question? Can you print the map or save to PDF? So yeah, so you just press that little, I'll try that again, eh? I'm just going to close this. I'm going to zoom out. And yeah, so you just click this print button.
No, at the top where it says this.
Oh, here we go. Save as PDF. There we go. Yeah. So yes, Aaron, you can. But yeah, that's a good question. Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any other topics that you would like us to cover in our webinar, feel free to contact us. Our email is support@lonrix.com, and we would love to hear from you. And that is all. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you in 2 weeks, hopefully.